First and foremost, all praises are due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth. Salutations to the brothers around the four corners of the earth who are teaching this word and truth and sincerity. And shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel who listen and believe in this word. This is Brother Kawat Sabah coming at you with another lesson. This one is entitled Complain, okay, which means to pray to the Lord continually. So those of us in this truth who are of the faithful, hopeful elect, we are praying to the Lord continually, meaning we're complaining, pleading with the Lord for this wicked kingdom, okay, of Esau to end. We're complaining to the Lord for Yahushua to come, crack those clouds in the big gigantic chariot and destroy Babylon, America, and hopefully we're part of the elect to get beamed up out of here. We're pleading and complaining for this place to be burnt in a lake of fire, be it nuclear missiles, you see, and laser fire from the chariots. We're pleading for Jacob's trouble to happen. We want the MOTB, spoken of Revelation 13, verse 16 and 17 to happen. So we're continually complaining to the Lord, okay? At least if you're in this truth, you should be praying at least a few times a day. Let's get a definition of the word continually. And it means repeated frequently in the same way regularly. So to, continually do something means to repeat it. So repeatedly pray, okay, frequently in the same way regularly, because we really want this place to be, ended. We want the wickedness to go out and we want righteousness to come in via Yahushua as King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and Lord willing, we're in rulership with him. We get beamed up and saved out of the destruction of Babylon, America. So pray continually, all right, as much as you can. What does the word complain mean? It means dissatisfaction or annoyance about something. So we are annoyed about Babylon, America. We are annoyed at the food, okay, the horrible food. We are annoyed at the wickedness amongst our people and the wickedness in general. We are annoyed about having to go to work, pay bills, so on and so forth. You see? So we have dissatisfaction or annoyance about this place. All right? So when you pray, you're complaining to the Lord. So let's start out with 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 17. And it reads, pray without ceasing, meaning never stop praying. Pray as many times a day as you can. Let's go to another precept. Let's go to Psalm chapter 55 in verse 17. This is King David. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. So we're praying constantly. At least if you have the faith of being in this truth, you're born again via Yahushua, being cleansed through this word. Okay, you should be praying a few times a day. And like I said, it also means to cry aloud. Let's get a definition of that word pray. This is the Hebrew translation of the word pray.
Strong's H, 7878, Siach, Siach.
And it says, mediate, commune, speak, complain, ponder. You see? So we're constantly, speaking, talking to the Lord. All right. Also, you can meditate, okay? Through prayer, meditate quietly to the Lord to put forth thoughts. So we're putting forth thoughts through our prayers for this place to be ended, okay? So let's continue. Let's go back here. Let's go to Luke chapter 18. Luke chapter 18, and we have here verse 1, and it reads, and he spake a parable unto them to this end. Yahushua spake a parable, okay? That men ought always to pray and not to faint. So Yahushua is saying, through this parable, it's going to tell you that, you should always pray and not give up, all right? So here's the parable, Luke 18 and verse 2. Saying there was in a city a judge which feared not Yahweh, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. So there was a judge in the city, okay, a widow, okay, who came to the judge and said, hey, avenge me of mine adversary. Give me justice, against my adversary, my enemy. And he would not for a while. So the judge said, I'm not going to, do anything to your adversary. But afterward, he said within himself, though I fear not Yahweh, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. So he's saying, I'm going to give in to her because she's going to keep complaining to me about her adversary. Okay? So what's the point of the parable? Luke 8. Okay? Shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? All right? So the judge became wearied by this woman. So Yahweh Shai is saying, don't you think that Yahweh will avenge his own elect who cry day and night through prayer? All right? So let's read Luke 18, verse 70 NLT. Even he rendered a just decision in the end. So don't you think Yahweh will surely give justice to his chosen people who cry out to him day and night? And like I said, praying is crying out. All right. Will he keep putting them off? So eventually our prayers will be answered. Of course, you have to have a couple things happen as far as prophecy, Jacob's trouble, which is going to be a problem, reaction, solution that Esau is going to create, synchronized chaos. His main solution is going to be, of course, that MOTB, spoken of in Revelation 13, verse 16 and 17. Okay, but eventually, everything's going to come into fruition, so to speak. All right? Let's, let's read verse 8, Luke 18, verse 8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily, meaning the elect. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? So he's going to avenge us speedily, okay? All right? But when Yahweh Shai comes, okay, how many will he find on the earth who have faith? And that's going to be the 1/3 hopeful elect who have faith through our prayers, so on and so forth. So let's continue. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 6. Ephesians chapter 6, as soon as I find it here. Okay, here we go. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 18. Let's read the NLT. And it reads, pray in the Spirit at all times and on every occasion. Stay alert and be persistent in your prayers for all believers everywhere. So pray at all times. Stay alert, be circumspect, watch, be clear-minded, and be persistent. Okay, pray continually. So let's continue. Let's go to one more precept, Luke chapter 2, and let's read verse 36. And it reads, and there was one Anna, a prophetess, which means a woman. A prophetess is basically a wife of a prophet. Okay, let's start again. Luke 2 and verse 36. And there was one Anna, a prophetess, the daughter of Phanuel of the tribe of Asher. She was of a great age and had lived with an husband 7 years from her virginity. So her husband had died 7 years into their marriage. You see what I'm saying? All right. Verse 37. And she was a widow of about 84 years. So she was 84 years of age. So her husband died when she was very young, which departed not from the temple, but served Yahweh with fastings and prayers day and night. Okay. Let's read that again. Luke 2 and verse 37. And she was a widow of about 84 years, which departed not from the temple. So she was constantly in the temple, but served Yahweh with fastings and prayers night and day. So this woman prayed night and day ever since she was a young woman, because her husband died 7 years into their marriage. So she was praying for what? Well over maybe 60-something years, so to speak. Okay? Roughly estimating. So let's continue. I think that's the last precept. So on that note, I hope this lesson was edifying to you, and I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, Shalom.